Bruh. There we go. Fantastic. I didn't mute, but for some reason it wanted to switch which device was being used, you know. Okay, so today we're actually just gonna be doing, like, incarnate maps. I used to do these for commissions and for money back in the day. You can see some of the ones I've made here already. I wasn't half bad at them. Of course, you can literally see the progression, like, from, like, this stuff here. This is my first ever commission, and I spent about 3 hours on it. Which, nowadays, I would not spend that long on a commission unless it was, like, 60 bucks. Like, it's not bad, but it's definitely not my best work. It's not bad, it's just not high quality, that's all. You know? Hey Mace, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. So, as a matter of fact, today me and Hannah we were originally gonna do a thing where me and Hannah were gonna do a little competition. Each of us we're gonna create D&D maps based on a prompt, but she is not feeling too good today, so I'm gonna be doing it alone. That's what I'm gonna be doing. If you guys have any music suggestions that I can play, then feel free to suggest them. Let's see here. What do you guys want to see? Is there anything you guys want to see in particular? Like any special dungeons? Maybe a tribute to a game? I can create whatever your heart desires as long as there are the assets within this map creator to make it. Preferably, you know, old school, you know, fantasy RPG-ish, you know. Well, I can't do that. That one isn't possible. Minecraft make? Do it. As in, like, the character? The character it, the clown? I can't do that. I can't make people. I can make scenery. If you want a specific scenery, I can make the scenery. If you want a specific building, I can make the building. But if you want, like, you know... I'll just start very simple. How about that? Just start messing around. How about that? Little house for flubs. Alright, how about we just create the swamp I live in? How about that? Does that sound fun? I love creating swamps, so this is gonna be a fun time. First we need to find the correct grass. Let's see, this is too toony, way too toony. This is way too, like, toony as well. Too toony. No, we could probably use some of this potentially. Actually, this is perfect, I think. Is this too... No, that's perfect. Cool. I'm not using a brush for this, by the way. I am completely just using a mouse and keyboard. Just for those of you who cared about that. Let's see here. Well, first off, let's go. Let's create the waterfall. Let's do that first of all. Let's see here. Actually, let's create the lake first and then we do the waterfall. I think that's a better idea. So that was some water textures. I just want to see what my options are. I haven't used this software in so long that I don't remember all the textures on it. Used to, but I don't anymore. Does this look good? Whoop. No, it looks like this fucking sky. Let's not do that. The holy country of flubs. Ah, gotcha. When I make these, by the way, the whole time when I'm not speaking, you can presume that I'm focusing really hard and that I'm just sort of sticking my tongue out of my mouth, just vibing. It's a bit too bright for my taste. I think this is almost like perfect, isn't it? The softness to 10. I like that actually, yeah, it's perfect. Yep, that's good. But it needs to be a little darker. Because this isn't like ocean water, this is lake water. There we go, that's the stuff. Wait, actually, hold on. No, that's like deep ocean water. We don't like that. For those of you who don't like seeing somebody go back and forth, by the way, on the textures I use, this is not the stream for you because I go so much back and forth on what I want to use. I cannot make up my mind. Yeah, this is definitely not it. I literally think that this or something like that, or like darker is it. I think. Like that. Let's turn saturation down maybe, yeah. Saturation, brightness. Some of that, make it look a little bit more like dead, you know? Like that, there we go. Perfect. Cut a little hole here in the middle. Right here, there should be like a little lip, like that. See, now we're getting there. And then over here, it's like a little river. This is where the lip of it keeps going. Like that. Yes. Perfect. Okay. It's almost the lake. Just you wait. It's gonna be better. Bruh. Can I, like, please? There we go. Okay, cool. What button is it to do this again? Oh, bruh. How? Can I just, like, yeah, okay, I can. Okay, so... need this, like, sort of like this type deal. Bruh. Stop. Stop. Stop! Like that. Now, I don't like the shading on that. That shading is poo-poo. So let's do something interesting there. And do a good old object shading. Or object or layer. I think we're going to do a layer shading on that. And we're going to do the same here. Shading layer. Bro, stop. Stop it! Here we go. Okay. let's do something real fancy. Something you guys definitely have not seen before. Because you guys probably are not familiar with this. Oopsie. Oopsie. I don't remember buttons that well. Put down like this much. No, a little bit more up. Boop, boop, boop. Like that. I think that'll do. Okay. Now, we're gonna do a little trick. Look at this. What we're gonna do now is that we are gonna completely remove the shading on that one. We are gonna blend that, I believe, right? By doing not an overlay, but more of like a soft, nope, normal and darken, right? No, where is it? Where's the option I'm looking for? Bruh. We'll do, fuck it, we'll do normal. Okay, so, what we do next is we find the waterfall. I didn't want to bookmark that, okay. Water. I did not want to fish. That was not my intention. So where's the waterfall here? That's not really. Is this it? Is this all we got? This is it? This right here? You're supposed to convince me that's a waterfall? That right there? That's a water. Okay. Guess we're gonna have to get creative. Load in all like 3,000 props that are in here. And search all styles. Now let's have a look. Ooh, a dragon turtle. Oh, I kind of want to make a city on the back of that turtle. I'll do that at some point. I need it from, like, above, but at an angle. This is not the angle I needed at. This ain't it. That's alright. You know what? We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. No, actually, I have a perfect idea for this. I actually think I can make this work. If we do this. Now if we do color burn here, will that or multiply? No? Lighten, darken, color dodge, overlay. Hard light. Luminosity, no. Okay. Whew. There we go. Put layer, and then we put like a little bit of a bluish shade on there. Like that. And we put a filter on there. Bruh, that's not what I wanted. That's not... Why do all shadows look blue now? What did I do? That's not what I wanted. Okay. Okay, you know, we're alright. We're alright. No stress. That's fine. We want a little bit of blur on there. Not a lot, but like a little bit. Can I make that look believable? I think so. If I can get the right light on that. Which I believe should be possible. But then again, I have been wrong in the past. Oh. Do we really not have any better props than this? Is this the best? It's the best we got. What am I supposed to do with this? Ooh, okay, you know. We'll make do. We'll make do. We'll have a look at all the waterfalls and we'll see what suits us best. Right? Right. What's this? What the fuck is this? Oh, that's if you're looking at it. Gotcha. But game, did you ever consider that when you're doing a top-down, like, perspective, like, map, then maybe you should have a top-down perspective waterfall? I know, crazy to think, right? Call me blasphemous or whatever, but, you know. I think that might have benefited you, you know. I can't even tell which way is the right way. I think this is the right way. Move them up 3 layers. I just need to, please let me, please. When I feel like my vision gets like 10 times worse when I use color dodge. I feel like I need to use glasses. Ugh. I think I can salvage this though. I have a dream. You know who said that? Martin Luther King. That's right. Right now, I have a dream. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not digging this. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this too much. Compared to the game Multiverse, I haven't. I have not actually. And I can't believe I used to do this for money, good god. What's Multiverses about? Tell me about it so I can forget about this existential dread that I am in currently. Okay, so we managed to make it look like they are like that. That's good. Now we slightly faint it with that opacity. That's really cool. Games basically Smash, but pretty much everyone can join. Oh, that's interesting. But how does that work? Isn't the point of Smash that it's like really, really well structured and whatnot? You see, I was slightly interested until you said that both of them can be in the game, and now I'm like, okay, listen, that's too silly. Too silly. The silly factor has gone way above where it should be. And now it's like, bruh. This is the most scuffed fucking waterfall ever. Good god. Can I cover up like the bottom of this waterfall with just like a fuck ton of mist, please? For those who don't know, we usually in games or in map design we use mist to at the bottom of waterfalls because rivers have them IRL. Yeah, it's crazy, I know. Now if we go back here, increase the size just a slight bit, like so. This is to create the illusion that this ground is actually higher up. Because the texture is way bigger. Closed alpha in July? Hell yeah. I dig games that do a closed or open alpha. To actually let the game, like the players experience the game so they can take feedback before releasing it. That's like my favorite thing. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys a little cheat that a lot of people that create maps do to make their maps seem more like rustic and like cool. That's not the one. Are they here? No. Guess I'll scroll through them. The mossy rocks? I think so, okay. So here's what we do to make it... Hi, Anna! This is what we do to make it look like there's slightly, like, more to the texture than there actually is. Turn the opacity to, like, 30. Like, 30%. Have the softness at, like, 90. Then... we simply trace along the edge once, twice, three times. Oh wait, that's foreground. I need background. Once, twice. See that? Now it looks like rocks are coming out of the pool. See that? Real subtle difference. Now if you spread a little bit of rocks everywhere, I'll make it look real nice. And you can do that on any part of the textures. Mixing opacity layers is like a little trick that most map makers do, because it makes the map look 10 times better to mix two different map textures rather than just using one. See, now the grass looks 10 times better than it used to. Now if I want to make it even, the water look even more alive, it should look like the water has managed to sort of, you know, get rid of some of the grass that's right nearby. Also gives a sense of depth to the water, like it goes deep fast. Oh, and the deeper it goes, the darker it should get as well. That's also a little trick. So right now, we're gonna do that. We're gonna darken it. Softness to the top. And then we're gonna just darken it all over the place here. And now we just go in a circle, make sure that everything here is covered. And then we repeat that. And we'll repeat that in the middle a couple times. Where the deepest part is, like that. You see, now there looks like there's a little bit of depth to the pool as well. If we want that same depth here, we can just repeat that here. Like so. We do have to slightly change the width here, though. There we go. Look close, bait in July. Oh, sounds like a real steal then. And then now we're gonna do another little trick. Okay, this is a trick that I love. We are going to add some vegetation. Now, usually you just add it on, you know, all willy-nilly and whatnot. If I do, let's see, lily, or pad? No, lily pads, there we go. See here? If I do this, go down a little bit in size, like that. Then I can actually go to placement and click on multiple. Now it'll place multiple if I turn up the area. Like that. If that's too many, I can turn on the density, so that way they're more scattered. I want there to be less than that. Like that, there we go, okay. Oh yeah, Hannah, it's so useful, you have no idea. It's still kind of too many, you'd think, but I'm about to show you another trick that proves that it's not too many. By doing this, changing that to layer, none, slightly shrinking them. We can now do this, and we can spread them out more efficiently. Like if some of them are too close, we can spread them out. Makes it way more easy. None of them would be too near the waterfall, because that would create trouble. Well, one that's just poking out the corner to make it seem like there's actually more to this, like, sort of world than there is. Because that creates a sense of depth to the world, rather than just having it all, you know, in one little spot and not showing that anything is poking outside. Right? I'll show you an example of this in just a second. if we go over here and find trees. That's not how you spell tree, by the way. That was just an example of how you don't spell trees, by the way. In case you guys didn't know. Where are the trees? Where are the trees? There's some Fae stuff here. I really want to create something Fae based eventually, but not right now. Like if we go up here. I know there were some better trees. I literally saw some better trees earlier, like right after I created the little test thing for me and you, Hannah. Right after I was done placing down the trees, I saw better trees that I could have used. And they are now gone again. Are these the ones? Yes, they are. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna place most of them down. I want it to be fairly controlled. But I also want it to be fairly dense. You know, it's my little secret lake, you know? Why is it sort of hidden? That's not what I want. Bruh. There we go. Bruh. I don't want you to blue layers. Stop it. What the? Why are you back on the lily pad? Well, I mean, that one is entirely up to you what you want to do with that. If you feel like you need to get that checked, you need to get that checked. Yes, I'm making my pond at the moment. Making my little pond. Need to like layer them correctly. Let's see. There's a bit too many trees. I'm gonna delete a few of them. Well, entrance in and out of the forest is gonna be right there. That one's gonna go down a layer. So is this one. This one's gonna go up a layer. This one's also gonna go down a layer, but this one's gonna go down 2 layers. That way the cliff is over both. Because if the cliffs are over, then that means that the cliffs are tall, which is what we want the idea of. Like that. Well, you see right now, the trees are clipping under, which means that the trees are too close. We don't want that. So we're gonna move them so that we don't have to worry about that. This tree is too big, we don't want that thing. Like I said, we want a little bit of clearance. Now I'm going to take some of the trees over here because it's right now it's a disproportionate amount of the trees on the right, but almost none on the left in comparison. I'm going to take some like over here like that. See, there we go. Now this is balanced. Now all we need is some small... Oh my god, it's a herd. Will the return stream in the podcast, but I have downloaded them so they won't be deleted after 14 days. Dope! I appreciate that, I appreciate that. Yeah, and as you can see, 44 minutes, and this is what I've accomplished because I like to take my time when it comes to maps. I mean, I've never disliked it, but I was feeling like I was getting burnt out, so I needed to stop so that I didn't lose my interest in it, you know? Because, you know, doing too much of something you love is gonna lead to burnout. And you never want that. You want to avoid that at all costs. Let's see. Do we want some like vines on the fucking on this shit right here? Maybe. I'll like unshadow it and like no, it's not. I don't think that'll look very good. I looked at it for a second and I was like, no. I wonder how big I could get this tree. If I could get this tree big enough, I would absolutely create a city in between the branches of this tree. Like, just have a massive tree like this, and then just create one little city in between each of these branches. I might do that after I'm done with this one. No, I think maybe we'll use some of these right here. We'll use that, and then we'll put them like one down. Two. How many do we need to... There we go, okay. Cool. Now I'm gonna just do that, and then I'm gonna turn this. I am currently just messing around with what I see that I have available, because I haven't used the majority of these before, so... I just enjoy fucking around with them. So if I'm getting sidetracked, that would be why. I doubt me and Hannah would have time. We have so many games we need to play through right now. And for some reason we keep buying more and more. Like, we have a never-ending, like, amount of games right now. Okay, so again, like I said previously, just to make, just to get, like, the sheer size of, like, this cliff up, I need to make these trees way bigger than the ones below. Okay, listen, Brett, you need to stop. There we go. Dude, what the fuck did I say? Get under that tree. Okay, cool. Alright, sounds good. Let's see here. If I can find a broken tree. Where are the broken trees? There we go. There's some logs. We have some destroyed logs, some like split logs. There we go, okay. Now, I'm going to show you a real big trick that... Real big trick that the professionals don't want you to know. It's this right here. You go right under the ground layer. Like that. And we're gonna do layer. Don't care about that. Hey Pluto, how's it going? We want this to stick out into the thingy like that. Now we go to the foreground. We can now overshadow this tree quite a bit by doing this, right? Why is that not working? Oh, I forgot I have to flatten it into the background. My bad. If I remember how to flatten it into the background, that is. Okay, so let's see here. I'm feeling great. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. What are you up to lately? So that didn't work. I forget what we do here. Let's see here. We now go to like this layer. Okay, cool. So that does work, but just not on this. Which is slightly frustrating. That's alright, we'll figure it out. Foreground. Once again, does not work. Baking and studying? Hell yeah. Okay, you know what, never mind, you know. I'm not gonna get frustrated and do that. I'll try and memorize it and then do it towards the end if I remember. Yo, I can't bake or study, so you know, props to you. Let's see. Do we have any like stone terrain? Okay. Let's see. We've got this little shebang right here. Big dark grass hills. There we go. Okay, yes. Rocks and waterfalls. That is not actually not what I was out for. Okay. That's actually completely incorrect for what I'm looking for. Actually not correct at all. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Oh boy, I'm not gonna have to go through every single thing again, am I? Woo! Here we go, guys. This is gonna be so much fun. Oh man, I sneezed and saved this as new map. Oh man, oh wow, that's so unfortunate. Let's hope I don't sneeze again and exit to maps. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, wow, hate it when that happens. No, that's all right. I'll manage. Now we're gonna do. Let's see here. I'm gonna make the tree thing. I said I would make the tree thing. I'm gonna make the tree thing. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see here. Select all. Come on, hold on. There we go. Wait, should I make a... No. No. No distractions. We don't get distracted. That's not something we do around here. We don't get distracted. What's that giant ass tree? Bruh. I know it's here somewhere. This is not the turtle. God damn it, game, you know what I'm trying to find. It's gonna make me go through all of it again. I don't get distracted, you don't understand. There we go, epic stamps. Oh, because it's a tortoise. Yeah, you know, that would explain it. Now, how big? We need a bigger map than this. Now, what's this called? Big tree. It's literally just called Big Tree. Okay, cool. You guys ready for a 4K map? So I want 30, 40, Remap. Now. Oh my god, I almost crashed the browser. That is unfortunate. Okay, that's alright, you know? Oh, we're already here. Nice. Any moment now you want to load in 4K image. Have you loaded in? Am I unable to see you? Are you invisible, 4K tree? What about you, giant mushroom? Oh my god, no, they're just really, really small. Gotcha, okay. That would be that. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it was like this small then, I guess. Bruh. What? Music, please. Music. Music, please. I need you. Don't leave me. Nah! That's... Hold on, that wasn't Twitch safe. Ignore that. You guys didn't hear that. Here we go. There we go. Cool. Now I need this to layer. Object? Maybe? No? Now here's the thing about this mode is the fact that I can zoom in so goddamn far without this thing getting pixelated. But it will look like somebody cut it out with like a pair of scissors. So I may have to try this on something else. The map tool? Yeah, the map tool is really nice. Yo, can I like go back to like my main part of the screen? Thank you. Like any day. Cool, thank you. Ah, big tortoise. Okay, I have an idea, but I need to redo the map. 4K, landscape. I need to change. This music is gonna get on my fucking nerve.
It's really bad. I fall to
What is this?
one simple chat. I've got no God.
Excuse me?
I feel like chat.
What?
It's way too easy.
Hook up.
Falling in love. Oh, isn't that?
There we go. This is my jam. We're not gonna get much more space than that. Let's be honest here. Let's get some big like open water going. Oh no, am I real? Oh my god, I'm actually gonna try hard at this because I know exactly how to make this look good. Oh no. Typically shade isn't thrown on water, is it? That looks more proper. Okay. Now, you guys are gonna see a pretty genius. I'm gonna save it in 4K. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do a thing that I used to do a lot when I used to create, like, maps for people. We're gonna save this, and then we're gonna import it as a custom texture so I can paint over this current scene with the thing I just made. So technically the turtle will not be there. It will technically be a part of the background. Just look at this. If I do this, upload, choose image files. And now I go to there and choose the turtle. See this? Bro, calm down. Calm down. Okay, there we go. So now if I do this, I can save the texture. And if I'm not incorrect, this song is gonna make me go actually fucking insane. Calm down. Good lord. Shut. Let's see. There, this is it. Lo-fi chill beats. Now I choose this turtle. I remove this turtle. And look at this. Let there be magic. Wah, 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 wah. That's almost what I want, but... Exactly 200. Enter. Look at this. We're painting the turtle in instead of placing it. Now you may ask yourself at this point, why did I do that? And that would be a very good question. But the reason is so simple that it simply just adds to more detail. It gives me way more detail to work with. Because look at this. I can zoom super far in. Oops. And I can I move her? Please. Hello, please. Hello? Hello? Why can I not move around, please? Please. I forget. Why have I forgotten how to move around in this? Hold space key, that's how. Okay, there we go. Now, if I want to make the foot look more like it's part of the water, I can. So I can just take the water and I can do this. See? Now it looks like it's partly submerged. And I can do that with all his feet. And I can do that like with the tip of his tail too. That way I can get like a bigger sense of depth to what I'm doing. I can round it around the joints too. Now if I zoom out, see? That looks way cooler. Now it doesn't look too cool right here because I managed to like fuck up a little bit, but that's alright. Very simple. All I do right here to make it look better again is I just like go here, just drag it slightly across to make sure that it like outlines where this is. Now that looks better. And then I can do that anywhere I want to reinforce the fact that it's like the little like idea that it might be underwater. Like right here, I might want it to be like around that little like chunk right there. I might want this little like blister on his foot to not be submerged in water at all. But, in case you think that's cool, now we're going to add a little extra detail. We're going to add waves. We're going to add a layer extra. Now, I have no clue what direction these waves are going. So, you know. But what I like to do, instead of using them as waves, is to use them as outlines for where the thing I'm trying to put down is. Just to increase, like, the illusion that it's underwater. Like that. And then I will take the paintbrush of ocean again, and I will go over it again to make sure that it lines up with what I just did. So I can just do this. Oops, sorry, my bad. If I want to be really thorough, I can place the lines that I want to have the waves created on first, and then I can create the rest. I'll remove the opacity, there we go. It's such a simple thing to do. I feel like everybody can do it. But it adds like a whole nother layer to what you're doing. Now, I didn't create the best, like, ocean surface for this. Mind you, there are better ocean surfaces to do this on. Like, this one already has waves already. Which means that me adding waves isn't going to do much, and these waves are huge as is, so it's not going to do much for me to add waves. So what I really should do is start all over again. That's actually what I should do in this scenario. Which is probably what I'm going to do. We're going to find a proper water texture. Here we go. And we're just going to color over this. This looks fairly basic, right? Nothing special about this. So, we don't need to worry about, you know, fucking it up. And it adds... If it's plain, many people will often look at it and be like, well, what am I supposed to do with that? But the thing is that actually leaves more options for you than something that's not plain. Something that's not plain, you can easily outdo yourself on details. Where you will put so many details that it'll feel cramped. But if it's simple already, then it's very hard to overdo it in details. Export this image. Now I will go here, here, and I will go into this again. And I will put that there, and I'll put the preview scale to like 2, like so. And save texture. Turtle looking pretty cute, right? He's a handsome little boy. Handsome old turtle. I don't know which is which. Fuck. That's the wrong one. That's definitely the wrong one. It's my army of turtles! My army of turtles! No. I'll delete this one. This is the same thing. But all we're going to do is we are just going to put this filter up to 200 instead. Like so. Which means that now we can paint over and we have the full turtle here. Now once again, like I said earlier, this may not look about as earthy as you might want it to. And that is perfectly okay. All you need to do is zoom on in, and it will end up looking more watery. Just remember that like little filter of 0.7 and the full softness. And now you can go very, very thin on this. Be very careful on the details. Like right here, I'm not entirely happy with this. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and do this. I don't like that either because that double laps it. So I'm actually gonna start over again. Not with the whole like thing, of course, but like. But this is why we try things out. Because things might not work. It'd be sad, but I've done more work and had to restart before, so. There we go. See, that's nearly perfect. But I made the mistake of being dumb. So, we gotta undo it. I do, yeah. The classic old mistake, the good old being dumb mistake, I call it. Yeah, this like little cheat here. I don't really want to call it a cheat, 'cause it's not really a cheat. But it's such a good like way to just like get a good filter across to make things look like they're like underwater or under specific lighting. And although you may look at a battle map and see this effect there, you may not notice it. Like, I've used it in every single one of my battle maps. You may not have noticed it, though. Yeah, there we go. Now we got the turtle pretty much completely covered in these. And now, we can add waves. Now, I'm gonna do a little thing here where I actually... I'm gonna add a bit of a layer shadow, I think. And then I'm gonna down the opacity of this to like 0.7. Exactly, it's the little details that make the thing come alive. That's the... A lot of people don't realize that. The little things is what actually makes the whole like thing, like all these things work so well. Hold on, actually I'll save this for now. Boop. And I'll show you exactly the maps I've used it on in the past so you can see. Yeah, I have that disabled. I couldn't connect it, sadly. I'll try and connect it now, actually. Give me a second. You got scammed, I'm sorry to tell you. Get wrecked, nerd. Yo. Oh, look at that. There it is. Whoop. There we go. There's that. Got the settings. Hide UI. No, I don't want to quit. F10. Bye-bye. Actually, I can't bye-bye yet. There we go. Connect Twitch. Go on. Invalid authorization. Fuck you too. Sorry, guys. No tits. But yeah, if you look, for example, on this map right here, which I actually created as a background for a website, a Dungeons and Dragons website. It was pretty cool to see that on a website after I did it. And you see here, I hit the entire dragon snout in water, just to give a feeling of how long it had been there. And again, the way I did that was just by taking a screenshot of the map after I'd made the majority of it, and then I put the water over it. It was really that easy. I tried to make not too much be going on here, because it's a website thing, and I just wanted the majority of things to be in the, like, the corners that people could see, and not in the middle. Then there's Bleak Falls Barrow, that somebody commissioned me to make a Skyrim Bleak Falls Barrow map, and then they never answered me after I had was like almost when I'd started. So I kind of just like left it. But this is the exact layout of Bleak Falls Barrow from Skyrim. It's the first floor from Bleak Falls Barrow. You come in here through the door in the start. You know? The door in the start when you walk into Bleak Falls Barrow. Then there's the people that are sitting in the chair around the campfire. Then you walk in here. Literally, I walked through Skyrim slowly and noticed every single detail to put this together. And then after you walk the entire way around here, here's the stairs that lead you downstairs to the four skeevers that you fight. But no response from that asshole. Of course, I was gonna add more as well. Like, this wasn't nearly done. I was gonna add rocks around the bottom here and pillars. And I was gonna move the door to down like here instead. But no, none of that. None of that. Feels very bad. Let's have a look at what some other people did on the Explore tab. Is that a Terraria boss? That reminds me of a Terraria boss. Ooh, this is so simple, it's so pretty. Wait a second. It's gorgeous, aside from the fact that this is only half made in this software and half made in a different one. But it is pretty. I will give it that. He's very good at lighting. I'll give him that. Very, very good at having like nice lighting. Man, I'm so behind on map making. Mainly because I don't have the patience to sit down and make maps. Okay, this is the simplest fucking thing I've ever seen anybody make. How did he get 120 for this? I can do this. Hold on, I'm gonna do this right now. $2K, I don't give a fuck. That's so simple to make. Some sort of Fey bullshit he's used. Not that Fey bullshit though. That's not the one he used. I don't know the background he used, but I literally know, like, everything else he did. Maybe it wasn't the background, maybe it was items that he put in there. Like, look, it's literally just like a Titan hand with a summoning circle in it. Like, he did this. Remove the shade. Like that. Then just put like an orange like summoning circle there. Like that. And then he put... Where's the lights? Where's the lights? Here's the lights. Are the right lights? Yeah, it's the correct lights. Bro, why is there no light coming from this? My light isn't lighting anything up. Why isn't my light lighting anything? Bruh! What the fuck? Hello? Please. I look like a fool. Oh, this one's lighting. Aha! Do this. Color burn. Aha! Exactly, so you get it. Now we just match the color. I'm so focused right now to get the correct color. There we go. Then he just like you literally just like, oh, fucking. It don't know if he did overlay on them. I don't think he did. Was it a color dodge? Or was it a soft light? Maybe hard light? Not luminosity. I think it was just like color dodge. I think that's literally it. And then he put a very slight blur on it. And a very slight opacity on it. Brett. That's not. That's not what's supposed to happen there, I mean. I just want to know why the correct color doesn't work. Like, that's all I want to know. That is all I want to know. Is that too much to ask? There we go. And then probably he had some big fuck off light in the middle. Like right here. Some giant ass light. Right fucking there. He might have used that summoning circle, actually, now that I think about it. That's fine. Details, details, details. Doesn't matter, it's fine. Details, etc. Details. It's not important. I don't know how we got, like, the other effect, though. Like, that's kind of wacky tobacky. Did he do this and then, like, go down on the opacity a ton? And then stack it behind it? Like that? Is that what he did? Potentially? Maybe? I'm so confused how he achieved that effect. Oh, it would be something Fey, wouldn't it? That though it's the sugar spun flour, isn't it? Of course it is. That bitch. Don't know how. He probably got it so big by painting it over. I'm not bothered painting it over. That's too much effort just to prove someone wrong. That's way too much effort just to prove someone wrong. He might have used spell circles too. At the end of the day, there's a lot he might have done. It's not very hard, was my point. This is not very hard to achieve. The coolest part of it is the fact that he got a flame effect on the summoning circle. Wonder if I have a game I can boot up. Probably, yeah. Probably. Probably. See, what games do I have right now? Just install, just ready to go, just like that. At a moment's notice. Yeah, like, bam, ready. It's gotta be one of them, right? It's gotta be a game that I can have ready like that. Actually, I do have one game like that. Go on, sync. Go on, sync. Okay, guess we're not syncing it. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Fight. Challenge your might. Any moment you want to load game. Be fantastic, thank you. There we go. Cool. Let's run some sounds, shall we? Let's run some sound. You guys should be able to hear this, right? Can you guys hear the game? This is a a more of a pixelated version of Hades. I'm gonna turn down the audio still low. Just a touch, just a hair. There we go. Go on, old man. Your magic stuff. Don't care. I'm not gonna do that yet. Let's go. Let's go. Whee! And I have finished Hades so many times, and this game's actually way more difficult. I beat Hades in 17 minutes. Somehow I'm doing amazing right now, though. I don't know how. You beat Minecraft in 0.001 seconds? Oh, yes, of course. Naturally. 0.01 seconds. Oh, first damage. That's a bad sign. Sign of things to come. Keep in mind, this game isn't early access, so there will be glitches, maybe some audio, you know, glitches and whatnot, so do keep that in mind. Don't want to hate on the game, I love the game. Which reminds me, I should change the streaming thingy. Give me a second, give me just a hot second here. There we go. Cool. Keep going. Wonderful. Okay, here we go. Oh no, a mini boss. What am I gonna do? Wow, he hit me. I can't believe I survived that. He was so close to killing me that whole time. I hate these assholes. I can't kill them fast enough for them to not get a free hit in. I've started consistently beating the first boss now. That's the stage I've gotten to. I believe he has one more. There's one more room after this, and then it's the first boss. That seems good. Go for that. I want more stats. I'm gonna put the stat selector. Ow, bitch! Easy peasy. I'm gonna destroy the pot here just so I can get some extra moolah. Here's the boss. No, that's not the boss. Ah! 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 Is that enough? That should be enough, right? What relic am I getting? Bring facts. You know, let's get. Yeah, let's get some, you know, some lightning on in here. Get some of Zeus's boons. Yum yum. Here we go. First boss. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's kill it. Let's go. Let's kill it. Let's go. Let's kill it. Ow. A fucking nerd. Bruh. That's alright. I gotta revive. We got one for your revive. We're good. We're okay. Don't do it! Don't do it! Oh, so close, so close. That's alright, we'll get him next time. We'll have better luck next time, I know it. I know it, I feel it in my heart of hearts. That is okay. It is A-okay. I take it on the chin. You know what, I want to deal extra damage to bosses. But I want to unlock this too, so I'm going to do that instead. Yeah, sure. You know, I want to try the bow again. I tried the bow once. And I died, but I want to try it again. I can do it. I'm going to be Hawkeye up in this bitch. Speaking of, I watched Hawkeye. Very mediocre. It's fun, but very mediocre. It's a very, like, standard Disney show from, I think. Like, very, very standard, like, Marvel. Like, it's more of, I've come to expect a certain standard from Marvel stuff. And, I mean, it hit that standard, but it didn't go anywhere, like, above it. It hit the Marvel standard, so to speak. Not the best way I can put it. Yeah, I mean, it was fun, but like I said, it hit the Marvel standard for like being like, sure, this is definitely a Marvel movie, I can see, or Marvel show even, I can see that. But it wasn't like, wow, this is revolutionizing. We're gonna, I don't know, something cool. More of a, well, you know, I mean, this is something fun to watch when I have nothing else to watch. You know, everybody has that one friend that they call up when they have no other friends to, like, call up or something. Hawkeye is that friend for me. When I'm like, I have no more shows to watch, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just watch Hawkeye. Why not? I have no other shows I'm currently watching. Hawkeye's there. Might as well. Hi. Missed me. Missed me. Missed me. Missed me. Missed me. That didn't miss me. You know, maybe I'll do an Aaron match. You know, it's not the worst idea. Then Hannah can watch me and judge my plays. Having somebody watch my plays would actually be fairly refreshing, because that way I can have somebody point out my flaws and give me, like, constructive feedback. That way I'm not gonna have to watch them back myself. By the way, for those of you who haven't watched Peacemaker, good show, good show, good show, good show. Well, I mean, honestly, you don't need to be better than the person you're coaching. That is, like, #1 tip of coaching. Doesn't matter if the person's better than you. I have coached so many, like, top 500s that and they didn't care that I was lower than them. That's not what it's counted in. League of Legends coaches, if it was counted as in, you know, the coach being better than the players, then the coaches would just play instead. You know? As a matter of fact, to be a coach, you only need to be, like, diamond or above. You do not need to be, anywhere, like, above diamond. You don't need to be master, you don't need to be challenger, you don't even need to be grandmaster. As long as you've hit diamond 3, I believe, or diamond 4 or something, you can be a coach. So just Shaggy sandwich. Oh. No, that just seems a bit... That seems a bit too memey for me. It's actually really interesting. It is. That's exactly what it means by some players may have technical skill, but that... Or, gameplay skill, but that doesn't mean they have the technical knowledge to follow that up, which is what coaches specialize in. They don't specialize in the gameplay skills, they specialize in the knowledge of the video games. And they make sure that they are good at the game, but they don't specialize in it. Sort of similar to, you know, a boss of a, you know, workplace doesn't need to be the best at the work. He just needs to know how to manage the rest of the people working to make them the most efficient. So you don't need to be better than me to point out what I'm doing wrong, right? I don't need to be older than a drunk and or more successful than one to tell them that they shouldn't be drunk or, you know, an alcoholic. Yes, there's just that one game that's 2-player and it's like Hades. If I go up to, you know, a drunk man on the street and I'm like, hey, stop drinking so much. If he says, well, actually I'm older than you, so I would know better. And it's like, well, actually, that's not what matters. You're drunk. That's bad. Be on the street, you know, drunk. Want me to get it? Well, currently, we need to finish trying first, because we literally just got that today. We cannot get more games. We need to, you know, one thing at a time. We have Starbound. We have Valheim. We have, like, League. We have Trine now as well. We do not need to add Ember Knights to it, you know? Exactly. Being a coach literally just matters like the gameplay knowledge you have. So if you know perfectly well how all champions are supposed to be played and you can spot a bad play very easily, then that is grounds enough to be coach. That's, or at least an amateur coach. You just need to be willing to, you know, give tips and tricks on how to get better at the game, rather than, you know, just be like, I don't know, just learn the game better, I guess. So all you need to do is just, you know, evaluate what I'm doing. If you see mistakes, point it out. That way I can catch myself on them next time. Like, say if I'm in a team fight and I stay in there for too long, call that out. Like, hey, you should have looked at your health and made sure you had your cooldowns up so you could get out. Or if I enter a team fight without checking for a way out first, you can just be like, hey, did you check for a way out before you entered that team fight? Or did you go in just hoping you'd kill everyone? You know, that's the sort of thing. And don't worry, I can take harsh critique, I think. I'm not like this certain Hannah person that I met. Crazy. She can't take critique to save her life. It's crazy. No, but I watched so many, like, technical skill videos on League, it's crazy. Yeah, exactly. You don't go into like a team fight without a way out. That's why I love Lee Sin, because he essentially always has like a get out of jail free card. Like Lee Sin can literally just like W out of battle or just ulti the enemy to get out of battle. And it's so much fun. Try again, buddy. There you go. Health, please. Can I get health? I want health. Can I get health? Please? Please, can I get some health? You know, I'll take that. That's health. Not a lot, but it's health. Hey, health. Look at that. 5 health. You take this. Yo, they don't have Broly from Dragon Ball Zero, so, you know, it's a no-go. You gotta have Broly. They need to have Saitama. Now, actually, I hope they don't have Saitama, because that would be OP. Saitama should be able to kill literally anybody with one punch. That this whole deal is that he's just bored of life because nothing is a threat to him. Did you ever watch One Punch Man, Oliver? Or Pip, even. I shouldn't get into the habit of using, like, your name. That's a bad idea. Either way, Not yet? Oh, you should! No, here's the thing. Literally, the whole game, the whole show is a meme, and it's so fucking funny. It literally just rips on... It's literally just a parody of overpowered characters in anime. It's insane. Hannah didn't want to watch One Punch Man at first when I made her, but then after we started watching it, she just wanted to keep watching it. There's one scene where he accidentally punches somebody's nuts, and it's hilarious. That's the sort of humor I have. I have, like, nut-punching funny humor. And then he has this one time where he just falls asleep during, like, a person's, like, monologue about their tragic backstory. Because they keep going on for so long. Every time he thinks he's about to finish, he just keeps going. That's the clip I showed Hannah to convince her to finally watch it. Oh yeah, there's the bicycle man, the bicycler for justice. Anybody can become a superhero, and this man, somehow this man that literally just rides around on a bicycle is more famous than this man who can kill anything with just one punch. His entire quest is just to become famous because he's like so overpoweredly strong. But he's also so like insanely incompetent. It's actually like it's so dumb. Are we allowed to watch YouTube clips on stream? You know what? It's worth the risk. It's worth the risk. We're doing it. I'm finding it. We're watching it. We're watching it. Doesn't matter. We're watching it. Doesn't matter. We're watching it. I don't care. No hair, don't care. Actually, that's a bit that one hits a bit too hard home, you know. Yeah. Let's see here. Fucking hold on. Let me close this for now, and then I can find it. Site. Where is it? Where is the one? Where is the one? The scene. Where is it? Why can't I find it? It's alright. I'll find it real fast. It's alright. It'll be real fast. Here we go. I found it. I found it. Please. 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 I need... Please, subtitles. Please. Please, subtitles, please. Please. This is the one.
Sensei, sir.
Oh, goddammit, it's dubbed. We'll have to deal with the dubbed one. I hate the dubbed one, but sure.
You actually showed up. Have your drink and go home. I'm not looking for disciples.
It's so good.
You're back in one piece?
Indeed. But what about the skin-colored armor on your head?
Yeah, that's just my skin, dude.
Just bald.
You're far too young to already be bald.
So I'm bald! What's your problem, huh?
When I was 15, I was still a real human being.
Oh boy.
You heard me say no thanks, didn't you?
Excuse me? What the fuck? Bruh.
Though we were poor and had to pinch pennies, we were still able to get by.
Oh
We
no.
never knew why it happened. Most likely, a failed body modification generated an irregularity in his brain. He destroyed everything in sight. I was alone and at the end of my strength in a ruined town. That's when Dr. Kuseno happened to pass through. A scientist for justice was on a mission to stop the rampaging cyborg. I promised Dr. Kuseno I would terminate the evil cyborg and return peace to this world. Years since that day. At 19 years old,
Just keeps
I'm
going.
focused and driven,
Just
and
doesn't
have become
stop.
increasingly frustrated and restless. I find myself chasing a virtual image of that cyborg whenever I face my enemies. I thought I could lose to no one but the rampaging cyborg. If you had not been in the area, Master Saitama, I would have undoubtedly been destroyed. Master, you saved my life that day. The life that was once saved by Dr. Kuseno many years ago has now been saved yet again by you. I need to get stronger. Last week, when I saw what your punch was capable of, I knew immediately that I had to study under you as your disciple. If only I could be as strong as you have become. Such awesome power. I have an old enemy who must be defeated at 4. I need incredible strength so that I can eradicate the greatest of evils. Dr. Kuseno is a man who...
Enough, you idiot! Shorten this stupid story to 20 words or less!
It's pretty good. Pretty classy if I do say so myself. I love it. It's like my favorite scene ever. In almost any anime ever. That scene. That scene is mwah. Mwah. I already closed Chrome. I apologize. Literally as soon as that video was done, I just closed Chrome automatically. Hannah recognizes that sound. She knows what that sound means. Bye! Yes, I don't answer messages during stream, Hannah. Of course I'm ignoring them. People can hear the tippity tap on my keyboard. It's bad. Bad luck. Oh, in the chat? What? What part? Yeah, what part about what you said? You said a lot of things, but which one? I don't know what I ignored. Point out specifically what I ignored. Oh, you asked whether we could play Trine? Where? No. No trying. I only have 15 minutes. Well, how about on Thursday, if we haven't finished trying, we will play it. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Because I have a stream on Thursday. I'll agree to that. Okay, cool. SMH. How are you going to manage on your debut? I will not allow you to cut streams short just so you can hang out with me, by the way. Just a heads up. I'm going to be in chat during your debut, just vibing. Let's see. No. People are there to get to know you, not me. They're not there for me. Not to mention, you can't use me for entertainment either. People are there to meet you. And to see your debut. You're starting to get scared? You're just starting to get feet, like cold feet. Don't worry. I had cold feet too. It'll disappear. Ooh, like, this seems like a really good ability. Here we go. Here we go. I really hope the thing works. I haven't seen anyone play. Bro, please. Can I get Vex? Can I get Vex, please? Please, can I get Vex? Please, can I get Vex? Please. Please. Vex, please. Please. Please, Vex? Vex, please. Please, Vex. Hey, do you want Nico? So I can get back? No? Okay. That's 2 skins. Elderwood Orn! Woo! Whoop, whoop. Melikaili Maka. Alright, let's see here. Okay. I am concerned about playing Orn. I have not played him in a long time. But I want you to criticize me. I told you I want you to criticize me. If I do things wrong, criticize me. Do what you gotta do. Okay? Okay. You do what you gotta do if you gotta criticize me. I'd love it if the game could be in window. That'd be just absolutely wonderful. There we go. Fantastic. Fantastic. Love it. Love it. Love it. Cool, cool, cool. You'll love to see it. Oh, it's small. That's you don't love to see that. That's not fantastic, is it? That's not. Whew. Fit to screen. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Well, you better go and get it so you can judge my place. I need someone to judge me. Let's see here. High win rate. That's concerning. 4 kills than the average player. Novice Orn. That's me. I'm Novice Orn, but I have more kills than the average player. Hey, that's me. The rest of them I'm not too scared of. The only tank they have, just like, generally speaking. Hi, welcome back. Don't worry, I'll re-debut as a goblin and only use this voice. That's what I'm gonna do. What is that voice? It's my goblin voice. You don't like it? What's wrong? God fuck. Still no item set. I did push it. I know I did. I'm certain I did. 100% certain. God damn it. That is so frustrating. Yeah, and you were literally just out there just like, well, did you might not have pushed the items. It's like, bruh! I did! Well, you didn't. You didn't help. You know, you know, that's fine. I don't need to read what to do. Oh, not like this. Not like this. Not like this. I don't think I was gonna get away from that. That's unfortunate. Not running in there immediately. Bad play. My bad. My bad. How could I? What is wrong with me not running in there immediately? Watch me, I'm not gonna die once during this game. And with Ornn, it's okay to not die once. Please. Please, no. I got stunned. I'll be so sad. Yeah, but I'm not gonna, yeah, but not, like, again, is what I mean. Like, I won't die once again. Please. I said I wouldn't die again, please. I died again. It's okay, I got a kill. It's okay. I won't die again. That's the last one. It's alright. That's the last one. I'm playing League without the squad. I'm sorry. I thought maybe my comeback stream should focus on me. I know. I betray. I've told Hannah to heavily criticize my plays so that I can learn. Bonk. Oh, I'm so it's okay. She died. It's okay. Hell yeah. We can play tomorrow. Oh yeah, no, I did a bunch of shit wrong in the start. I was way too cocky. Nico, what are you doing? My dude, my bro. My man. My girl. My gal. My lady pal. Bonk. You can't not dance. Yeah, I did know it went wrong, yeah. Oh shit, you're right. This isn't Ember. I need to change the stream to... Hannah, can you change it? Hannah, change it! Hannah, you're a mod! Why didn't you change it? Good, good, good. Ah! Hannah! There we go. Cool, 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 cool. Hannah, did you change that? Did you change it? You change it? You better change it. You better have changed it. You better have changed it. What the fuck? Wait, no! Wait! TITS isn't active. Hannah, refund us points! I'm not running a scam here. Oh, fuck. Why did I try and help him? Why? Let's see, what item do we get next? I believe we get, like, boots next, right? You didn't get scammed, it's okay. You'll get the points back. Good, 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 good. And you changed the title, right, Hannah? Right? Right. Good. Good stuff. Scary me? No way. I'm the least scary person there is. Vex, really? Not like we doing this? Oh, I missed! I missed! Regretty spaghetti! I'm scared. What does that sound? That's what that sound is. Gotcha. Copy that. 10-4. Go, Vayne, go, Vayne, go. Go, Vayne, go, Vayne, go. Go, Vayne, go, Vayne, go. Okay. She went.
I didn't die. My forge missed me.
Oh my god, where's my team? I didn't check the title. I don't know what the title is. That's a Hannah title. Change it to a Robin title, Hannah. You gotta change it.
Luck is failure that failed.
That title screams Hannah. I don't know. It's alright, I got an assist. It's okay. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Bruh. Actually, that could have gone worse. But it could have gone better. Not our brightest moment. Hey, listen, at the moment I have an even KD, and I'm okay with that, as long as it's not a negative one. That, you know, that emotion really doesn't... That emotion really doesn't convey, like, that smile on my, like, VTuber does not convey the face I'm making very well. Nope. I was not. Yo, while my team's dying, I'm just gonna craft this. We do win late game though. Very, 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 like, aggressive win. I was trying to slow them down so my team could catch up. Alas, that did not work. That is not how that played out. Missed me, never gonna kiss me. Bruh. You go on. More to me. More to me, Leeson. It was good for the most part, yeah. I think it could have gone better, but it could have gone worse. I don't have enough damage, I'm not fed enough at this point in the game to be able to, like, take one of them down like that. Oh yeah, I know when to use my ult. Like, I use it to stun the ADC so that way they can't deal damage. I don't use it to deal damage, I just use it to, like, stun. Because I am our only tank. So my goal is just to be a fucking massive pain in the butthole for them. Still alive. Don't you know that I'm still standing better than I ever did? Bop, bop, bop. Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. Hey, you guys want to see a funny play? Hi. You guys want to see something funny? That was not it. I don't, never mind. Leeson is dead. Actually, you guys want to see something funny? Never mind. I was gonna just get Vars with my ulti. Nuh-uh. Don't touch my boy. It may have been unfortunate, but I did save Vel'Kosh's life for a fleeting moment. dab. Dab on the haters. Just playing the better league, yeah. Ignore me just making warmogs so I can heal up. Yeah, I mean, stress the think part, because, like, think is better. Because it's not. Hot take. League of Legends on PC is better than on phone. I know. Controversial. I'm quite a controversial figure, don't you know? Yeah, no, we're not. Nessus is he's way too, like, bleh at the moment, so we can't get him. There's no way. Oh, I didn't think I went for the Tristana. I literally just threw a snowball hoping that if I got her, then I would kill her, but I didn't get her, so I didn't go for it. Listen, I don't think I need to play mobile to know that that PC one is better, okay? Yeah, I know. I was focusing him mostly, but I was trying to slow them down by using my ulti on them. Because I have 2 stuns, and I was trying to use both of them on Nasus, and then just trying to throw a Hail Mary at Tristana. Because if I could have killed Tristana, then maybe she wouldn't have come for backup damage to kill the rest of my team. I am concerned that Nasus has gotten to the point where he can, like, 1v5 our team now, though. Bro, are you in here? Because they do have a fairly fed Varus. What's he building? Lethality? Lethality Varus? I thought Varus built attack speed. My bad, I guess. There we go, we got it. I stunned all of them with my ulti. Now, I know lethality Varus is like a thing that's possible, but I know it's also not the most popular one. So yeah, that's what happens when you manage to keep your cool in team fights. Isn't that crazy? I just wanted that. No. Let's not do that, actually. Can we not? Can we not do that? I'd really appreciate it if we could not do that. Thank you. Yo, thank you for not doing that. Okay, I scared her off. Good stuff. You always keep your cool? No, you don't. This is a big lie. Big fat lie. I didn't mean to start crafting in the middle of combat. Well, you know, sure. Alright, go on. Posture check and hydrate? Yo, you're asking that these are some tall orders, okay. Who's carrying? Who's carrying? Who's carrying? Who's carrying? Vayne. Damn. I'm giving my whole team a goddamn power spike. I will hydrate in a second. This is quite the intense match, so I cannot just, you know, sort of go and get a drink. Please. Please help. Please. Thank you. Alright, I did my job as a tank. I tanked the majority of the damage, and now I'm leaving our wait, we can just go for the core. I'm just gonna go to the core. Just Ayo! Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's what that is. Okay, gotcha. I liked our Nico. She had balls. I don't care that I bottomed in damage. I did my job as a tank. Evident by the fact that I earned a bunch of gold. I will do one more match and then I shall end the stream! So, anybody watch any good movies lately? Any good shows? I've been watching a little bit of Parks and Rec lately. It's been cool. It's been pretty radical. Oh, that's that isn't that movie that takes place on Yukon?
Some just need a little help.
Oh, and Joe, I hear.
See if I care.
Oh yeah, they find a cure for that after one of them gets stipitous. Oh, you were talking about the new character, in case you were wondering. You're getting your eye headaches from exhaustion? Well, maybe you should not do that. Nerd. Oh, look, it works now. Fantastic.
What color should I wear today? Black or charcoal?
Let's see. Let me just double check.
Welcome to the Howling Abyss.
Bring it down a notch. I can feel it. Someone's happy over there.
Can they shut the fuck up? I don't care. Shut the fuck.
Another person to kill. Shadow, can you handle it?
Anna, don't forget, keep an eye on my plays. I'm gonna do bush strat and hide in the bush for most of the game. Because that never fails. Are you telling me your brain is not normally deceased? Tell me your brain is usually the way that I see it?
Nope. Death is the true meaning of life. Whoa, that's deep.
Oh, he barely got out of that. I was so focused on trying to get that grave.
I can't be happy. No one can.
Got him. Of course the bush strat will work. The bush strat has not failed me once. Like, legitimately, it always works. And then somebody yells, "Oh my god, you're just fucking camping in the bush." It's the peak of my day. My life peaks when somebody screams at me in League on the enemy team. There is nothing better.
Don't even think about it.
That's alright. We take those. I tunnel visioned on one character and therefore couldn't help them take care of Jen. So I died.
You get to do it all again?
I'm just bullying their graves. I need to stop. I need to start focusing on their Jen.
Ally has been slain.
Every single one of my kills has been on their graves. I think. No, it hasn't. I'm lying. I apologize. One of them more on their Lulu.
This place is so getting hair. Think sad thoughts. Think sad thoughts. Whatever.
Yep, I only have one that is not graves. And that is actually it.
Well, look at you.
Well, now I of course have one on their Morgana too, but you know. The rest is on their graves. I'm making their graves have a hard day. Somebody's gonna scream at me for the bush strat, I know it. I hope they do. I want them to. I regret nothing. Hoping to have fun at... You can't come in until League and hoping to have fun at 5 AM. Nuh-uh. That's just not possible. Also, look guys, this is what it's like to not have 5 billion ping. That's unfortunate. Oh, I don't give a fuck if other people have fun. I don't give a singular fuck. If their fun relies on beating me, then no. My fun
Wasn't as cool as
is them not having fun. Ask Hannah. She plays Trine with me. At no moment do I have more fun in the game than when she throws her hands into her face. Like, in anger. It is my favorite thing ever.
calm down, Shadow. I'm trying to soak. Ugh, this place is way too
I got a bit greedy. Potentially. Maybe. It does indeed rely on you having 500 ping, yes. Now listen, I can't help that you have bad internet. If you have 500 ping on the East Coast, you would have at least had 100, would have probably have had like 100 to 200 ping on your server too.
Oh, leave me alone. I'm sleeping.
That's a safe bet. Because Hannah is on the East Coast and her ping is not that bad. That's just my hypothesis, though. Or theory, even.
Well, that happened.
That doesn't mean that it would be better on the NA servers on the laptop. Because it shouldn't waver that much, even over the ocean. It should at least be stable. The wavering ping is not a result from connecting long distances, sadly. I wish it was. That would be the easiest fix. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's stable at 500 ping. Just seems like it wavers up to 500 pings every now and then. I think he uses wireless mostly. Could be wrong. Oh, Ethernet. Well, what's your download speed on most games? You sure it's not an issue with your Ethernet cable then? It could be an issue with your Ethernet cable, because I'm presuming you're not plugging an Ethernet cable into your phone to play League of Legends Mobile. Oh, it's possible. It is possible, but very hard. Well, not hard, but it takes a lot more effort than it's worth. It might be. Because that type of ping isn't normal, like, on Ethernet if you get better wireless.
Wish my hood covered all of my face. Lose the pep. Awesome. I mean, whatever.
An enemy has been slain.
That's what you get for trying.
I don't know why I did that. I got greedy. 40 megabytes per second download. Was that on your on your closest server, or was that? Actually, that doesn't matter. Try and test it with Ethernet then. Did you look at that play, Hannah, where I got too greedy? That wasn't good. That was really, really bad.
Oh, Shadow, just leave me.
I got very greedy.
Shadow, carry me.
Wow, how strange. Hannah not feeling good? That's out of the ordinary. That never happens.
More of the same.
Yeah, I mean, I do, but I mean, it doesn't change the fact that you usually don't feel good regardless.
It's not a thing, and I won't grow out of it.
That's weird.
Don't even think about it.
But to be fair, 13 megabytes per second is not that good. It's actually just very bad internet. Now that I think about it, because Hannah, me and you, we sit at like 35 megabytes per second when we download stuff.
Then the meaning of apathy. Or
Yeah, on if I check on Google, I have even more as well, so that's really weird.
I wouldn't do that. Well, look at you. Elves in here. Good for
Seems like you might have to upgrade the internet. Seems like you're long overdue for an internet upgrade.
Okay, I'm awake. Welcome. Stop already.
Yeah. I know the struggle, trust me. For a lot of time, I used to have like very low, I think I used to set at like 3 megabytes per second download speed for like the longest time, and then I got it upgraded, and it felt like heaven. Got there, Lulu. That's like Siggy's like download speed right now. It's like 3 to 4 megabytes per second. Like I'll gift him like a 10 gigabyte game, and he'll be like, "Cool, we'll play this tomorrow." And I'm like, "Dude, it should take like 10 minutes."
Time to get up already.
Man, looks like he's older than me. I mean, yeah, you know, that's probably a start. That's probably a good place to begin, yeah. I hate their Vlad. Yeah, 30,000 frames is a lot of frames to drop. That's not something to just fucking sneeze at.
Quality alone time.
They're gonna be in the fucking bushes. Never mind, we're good. Nope, they're in the bush. Well, I mean, the thing with with phones is that when you do disconnect, it starts using your phone data instead. So you won't usually notice that it disconnects. Well, the router doesn't really matter. The router doesn't determine download speed.
I can feel it.
They sort of work together in a manner of if your router's too old, it can't keep up with the newer speeds. And if your internet download speed is really old, then a newer router won't change anything.
Don't even think about it. Death is the true meaning of life.
It's sort of like a symbiotic relationship. They need to work together. Both of them need to be like up to date.
Who are you again?
I'm just gonna stand right here. He can't hit me with that. He can. And he doesn't have data. Okay, so he does have. It's just turned off. Gotcha. That makes sense.
He gets to do it all again? Yay. If I can't be happy, no one can.
Yeah, that rusty ass Ethernet cables are a thing of the past. Or it needs to be at the very least.
Okay, time to take it down a level.
Okay. Why do I not deal any damage to him and he just, like, destroys me? What's happening? He has barely any magic. He's 25 magic resist. That's all he has. I have magic penetration. I should destroy him. Fuck. Oh, it's alright. We got Yasuo. Are you sure it's not the signal booster that actually is, like, accidentally dampening your signal? Because crazier things have happened.
Wasn't as cool as I thought it'd be.
Bring me back something dangerous. Or shiny.
Yeah, this is a lost game, I think. I think we lose right here, actually. Yep, that's one.
Enemy double kill.
Or he also is not going to save it. Or he also thinks he's going to be able to save it. But that core is going to be down before he even gets there. No, I didn't go negative. Because KDs count as KDAs, technically. So it counts the assists as well, technically. Good old classic C. Hey, it does. If you go check any like website, it'll count the KDA. See, KDA. Anyways, that is the end of the stream because I am gonna go vibe. I'm gonna be streaming again on Thursday. I'm gonna be me and Hannah are gonna be hanging out playing Shrine, I think. I did go positive, yes. And yeah, me and Hannah are gonna playing Shrine on Thursday. I think because now that I look, Hannah, when is your debut? Is that on Thursday? Because if so, we can't do Shrine on Thursday. It's on Friday? Okay, then we can do it on Thursday. Cool. But yeah. Thank you everybody for coming out. I will see you all later. Farewell.